Hey guys, in today's session we're turning it up. It's the second week and I have to call upon the power of Arnold. Arnold's going to feel... Alright guys, I need you to get your ass to Mars. Alright guys, it is Monday and I am ready and jazzed. I have 4 more days until my next weigh-in and I want it to be huge, so I have to call upon the power of Arnold here and say to Crom, if you don't help me now, then to hell with you. See you in a little bit. All right, that was a little dramatic, but hey, look, I need to get energized and jazzed. I have my next weigh-in in 4 days, and I want to make sure it's a great weigh-in. So I'm going to go and hit this workout hard. So what's going to make this workout today more intense? Well, it's definitely not adding more weight. I'm not going to do that. It's adding more exercises and the types of exercises that I'm going to add. Now, take a look at this exercise right over here. It might look like I'm doing a regular push-up off of a bar, but it's farthest from it. If you notice carefully, I'm actually getting a little extra bit of a push at the top of the motion, and I'm pushing and expanding out, protracting my scapula, which is my rear shoulder blades, and in doing so I'm doing a scapular push-up and really working out the serratus anterior, a couple of very important muscles that help to pull everything together in your upper body and make everything work harder. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I am going to leave you a link below so you can research it yourself. Now in this exercise I do add a little bit of extra weight. It's about 30 pounds and it's in the form of a sandbag. So instead of doing the normal squats, I'm going to front load this weight and carry it in my arms across my chest. Now, front loading is carrying that weight in the front and not putting it on your back. I have some issues with lower back that, although I've been able to really strengthen the areas around it and still squat with bar loaded weight on my shoulders, right now, since it's my first time getting back into these type of weighted squats, I want to front load it. I find it easier for me to balance. It's easier for me to really get proper form in, and it's still super great for my core, and it's easing my lower back into loaded squats. Alright, so over here I'm doing some chest flies, and you can see me moving those dumbbells in the form of an arc, opening up the pectoralis, the chest muscles, and then taking it back to the top and squeezing my chest. Now, while this isn't particularly a special move or anything really different, it is for me, because you see I'm suffering from a shoulder injury that I received years ago while doing some Muay Thai, and I ripped an area of my rotator cuff that prohibited or at least made it extremely difficult to do certain moves, this being one of them. So while we started back into the workouts about a week and a half ago, if you recall, the external shoulder rotations I was doing was helping me to strengthen the area and get it warmed up so that I could perform exercises like this. And thankfully, I'm able to do this right now without any pain, but I can still feel the injury. It's right there, so I don't want to push it too far. Alright guys, here's a perfect example of how to make an exercise more intense without adding a bunch of weight. As you can see, I'm doing step-ups over here, and I actually started doing it with a stick on my shoulders. Now, what that stick is doing, even though it's very light, is causing me to keep my upper body erect, forcing me to keep my chest up, which then adds more stress on the muscles that I'm targeting, which in this case would be the glutes, the hamstrings, even the hip flexors. So I'm able to make this exercise definitely more intense, more effective without adding a bunch of weight. Here's another exercise that I love to do and I'm starting to add back in, and that's resistance band work. Now guys, we're on our legs and our feet all day. We need them for the rest of our lives, and we want to make sure that we're training them in every angle and every way possible, because we don't want to cause any type of deficiencies. Now, while weight training typically targets, the big guns, the quads, the hamstrings, and the gluteus, you definitely don't want to neglect the smaller muscles critical for balance and joint stability, such as the hip abductors and the adductors and the flexors and the obliques. Well, a good way to stress all of those in a positive way is by working with bands, just like this. Okay guys, thank you so much. It's the end of the night. It's about 11 o'clock and I had a late workout, but I had to because it was just a crazy busy day today, all day. I've been up since 6 a.m. working with clients and then finishing up and shooting this for tonight, and then I'm gonna go home and try to edit this and get it going for you guys for tomorrow. But thank you so much for keeping me on track,
and for keeping me focused. And sometimes you got to do a late night workout. That's just part of it, okay? It's what you got to do. And I hope that tonight's workout, I was able to give you some good tips, some little bit of insight of what you should do when you want to turn it up a little bit more, but not too much because you don't want to injure yourself. And if you like the video and if you love the show, go ahead and press the like button. Please remember to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would do me a world of good and give me motivation to make more videos for you. And of course, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time another episode of the 180 and 90 comes up. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.